Hi, it's Dr. Ray here, and the question is, am I polyamorous, and what does that mean to me? But before I begin here, if you like what I have to share here and other videos I share, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell button to be notified when new videos come out. So let's talk about that polyamory, which means having multiple partners, maybe being in an open relationship, and so forth. And more often, it has to do with, say, sexuality. Because we, of course, can have friends we're specifically talking about people we're way more intimate with, and it might be multiple people, whether it's a three-way or you just see one person one day and another person the next. This is how I view it, particularly a man like myself. And it goes like this. When I'm in a committed relationship, I'm not committed just to, say, only making love to just that woman. I am not just committed to the idea that I will never sleep with another woman. I'm committed to the soul of my partner. I'm committed to the soul in the evolution of her expansion and mine as well, and know that we are in this union to expand ourselves beyond our limitations and our shadows and all the negative things that we might think about ourselves and also project onto our partner. See, there's this idea that we can be intimate with multiple people, particularly for men if it's just sex. However, there's always an emotional exchange. There's always an energetic exchange. And there's always stuff that comes up with however many sexual people, partners that you're with, okay? And just hear it that way for a moment. Sounds like a lot of leaky, emotional, sexual energy. I have been friends with people who are in open relationships. I have taught Tantra and would often attract those who are in these open type relationships. The Tantra I teach is not to enhance your orgasms or specifically to have the longest orgasm in the world, or all these funny things that have been put out there which people have come to believe about Tantra. Um, anyway, put that aside for a moment here. Point is that I've been around a lot of people who say they are open, and not once have I ever encountered an individual and couples who do that where there's not a lot of emotional drama. There's always constant conversations because stuff comes up even if you're in agreement to be with other people. And so the question to ask those who are choosing to be in open relationships are questions like this. Are you really happy with yourself? Are you achieving the financial success or the projects that you are interested? Are they coming to fruition? Do you find yourself having a lot of challenges in your life where things are not being created and being completed? Do you find yourself exhausted emotionally? Do you create the narrative that this is just relationships or this is just life? Have you created the spiritual jargon such as that I'm here to experience my karma, it's just what I'm working through, and so forth? Have you found a way to say what you're going through in a more positive way, but yet deep inside, you're wondering why shit is not working out? Well, here's something to think about, especially if you understand the chakra system and sexual transmutation. And it goes like this, that think of your sexuality connecting to right there, right below your belly into your second chakra. And if you know chakras, it represents emotions, creativity, and passion. And if a lot of energy and emotions are being generated there and being leaked out with constant conversations and drama and not some consistent flow with some boundaries to create the things you want in your life, like maybe be debt free, to have more connection with your family and your friends and your loved ones. If you're walking around with leaky sexual energy, then that is possibly a good indicator that maybe emotionally, energetically, it's not working for you. I'm not judging it, but I'm saying is this: when your energy is just all over the place, how can you keep it focused to create the things you want? Therefore, back to my choice and my commitment to my woman is that it's not just about my sexual needs. It's not just about me being attracted to her. It's not just about companionship. It's not just about the long haul and being together. It is recognizing that her and I are creating a family together, a community together. And how we smile and show up could either light up the world, or we can reflect the negativity on the planet because our emotional energy is messy because what's going on in our relationship. And if you go deeper with just one person, how could you do that with multiple partners unless you just want to be on the surface? And again, there are some people who are very detached. There are some people who say, I just want casual, it's safer and whatever. But I know those out there who say that, and not one has ever really felt some type of true self-love for him or herself, and that more than often that they have issues with vulnerability, intimacy, and really leaning into the fire as far as when a relationship gets heated and there's tension, and you have to really be open and share all of yourself, even if you're afraid to. And so back to the commitment part is that if I'm creating this with my woman, if she's knowing me inside and out, and she's to keep up with my forever unfolding consciousness, meaning who I'm becoming each day as a man, to challenging me with if I have self-doubt, to in a way holding a container to be my best version of myself, then I would want one person who truly, truly knows me. Of course, I can have male friends who can call me out. Of course, I can have close family members who might know me. But there's no other person who will know me as my committed partner, the person I make love to, the person I cry in front of, the person I show my insecurities around. And I would prefer to have that, say, one person be that container to help reflect the best in me so I could be the best version of myself. So in a way, when you have a spiritual relationship like this, when you have a spiritual partnership like this, in a way, you want to choose the best partner that's going to connect you closer to God, closer to who you really are, closer to source, closer to your full potential. And when you're dealing with a lot of different emotions and relationship types of conversations with people you're sleeping with, nothing gets built, nothing expands, and nothing gets created to what you really want. And it ends up just usually being messy. Okay? But of course, again, there's always those who will do the spiritual bypass and said, well, it's just karma. It's not really a big deal. And yet their body and how they feel is the unconscious map to what's really going on in their body, such as it's a lot. So whether you choose to be with multiple people, whether you choose to be in a committed relationship, I hope that you recognize that when you go deep into spirit and your true emotions and reveal all of yourself, that relationship has the potentiality to help you heal and become so much more. And that is a sacred act. And so my relationship with my woman is my communion to God, to spirit, and so forth. Thank you for this time and watching this video, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about this.
Hi, it's Dr. Ray here, and thank you for watching this video.
I really appreciate your support, and you are the one who drives this channel. So if you like to be notified when new videos come out, please subscribe to my channel and push the bell button so you are notified when new videos come out. I appreciate you supporting this channel.